Guys and gals, we're going to be talking about a lot of tech today. Now, finally, this year, the annual CES conference took place from January 5 to the 8th, and there were some major announcements from all the big tech brands that you can think of. Although, because of the whole pandemic situation, a few companies did pull out, like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Panasonic. However, there was still a lot of excitement and really a lot of new innovative features that were included. Now, there was so much that happened that's really hard and really, it's kind of difficult to put it all at once together, but there are some highlights I've been able to find from a lot of articles and YouTube videos. I'll be talking about, or at least mentioning, the Samsung. No, hold on. Before I say something from Samsung, I want to start with Sony Quantum Dot OLED TV. Now, it's not just any ordinary OLED TV. In this case, it is making color but without the filter. So what that does is it does make the picture much brighter than it would have been on other OLED TVs. I don't know if it'll make sense, but the results are still pretty good. Now, Samsung, they're going to have something with the Tizen OS update. Now, what it does is that it allows people to watch TV together remotely. So if you're in one location and someone you know is in another location, you could watch together the same program. As well as new support from gaming hubs like the NVIDIA GeForce and Stadia as just some examples. Also, LG is going to have a 42-inch OLED TV at the same time that's like a monitor. And just based on like a small clip I saw, it can easily be moved around even to a kitchen. While there's Intel, they're going to have something called an Alder Lake CPU chip. It is like a new processing chip from Intel. But there's also going to be major processing chips as well from AMD Ryzen. Now, first is the AMD Ryzen 7000 desktop processor, and then the AMD Ryzen 6000 laptop processor as well. So I should be clear, 7000 desktop processor and 6000 laptop processor. I hope I clarified any confusion. Now, of course, I should have some images, but I did find some smartphone announcements like Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. A lot of that looks really stylish. The OnePlus 10 Pro, although it's launching in China, but there's no date yet globally. TECL 30V 5G, really amazing. Vivo V23 Pro, and even Nokia. Even Nokia has a G400 smartphone. And there is one that's like a personal favorite of mine, the Astro Slide. One of the reasons why I was kind of interested in this phone, because it's not just a sliding mechanic. It actually has physical keyboards, sort of like what BlackBerry has done before. There's going to be some new laptop announcements, gaming or non-gaming, like Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 3, Alienware X14, Asus ROG Flow Z13, another Asus ZenBook 17 Fold OLED. That's going to be really interesting. XMG Neo 15 with XMG Oasis. Honestly, I have no idea what that means, but that just sounds really cool. The Razer Blade 14 and even a Dell XPS 13 Plus. How about that, yeah? How about this? Also, some wearables like a couple of Garmin wearables, Garmin Venue 2 Plus and a Garmin Vivamore Sport, as well as a Razer Cross Fossil Gen 6, Skadgen Foster Gen 6, and a Movano Smart Ring. Now, I apologize if I don't have the details, but I think if you just look them up online, it's going to be much easier for you to understand without going all over the gigabytes and the RAMs and how much processing and resolution. So, it's just really good stuff to know. Also, some cars. This is a favorite. Get this. The BMW iX Flow concept can change colors dynamically. Right? So, your car could go from white to black. Pretty cool, right? Also, there's a couple of Chevrolet Equinox EV, and the Silverado EV as well, Cadillac Interspace concept, Chrysler Airflow concept. So you can tell here, like, the cars at the showcase are more concept ideas. LG Omnipad, Mercedes-Benz Vision EQX, Sony Vision S02. Also want to mention the BMW M60. Now, what it does have is like dual motor performance. I can go to 280 miles of range. But I mean, like, when you break them down, it's I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. I think probably the more intriguing announcements, because I think that will catch everyone's attention. I think it's the smartphone and the laptop announcements. And so I think it's pretty cool just seeing the advancements from Lenovo and Asus, just because I think those are pretty good brands. And as for Nokia having a new phone, I mean, we know that they're not the leaders in the smartphone market anymore, but I mean, you got to give them credit for trying, right? But the one that will grab the headlines, I think, is the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. So that's going to be good to see how that goes.